I'm always around the world or
everywhere
whatnot.
else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have a tracking device on you. So yeah.
Is that the noise? That little AirTag shake
Exactly.
noise?
That's exactly what it is.
But it's on my body. It's not my suitcase. Did you
I sewed it into those underwear I found at the OAG.
Welcome to Did You Know? Unearthing Urban Creatives, the roundtable sessions for this season. And today we're excited to have Mique Michelle on the Did You Know? Unearthing Urban podcast. Whatever, I'm just going to go with that. Originally from West Nipissing and a proud Franco-Ontarian.
Yeah, perfect. Well said.
Thanks, buddy. Mique's graffiti has touched corners of the globe through her art. She addresses the challenges faced by both visible and invisible minorities, using murals to promote equality and combat discrimination. Mique believes that hip-hop's elements, including murals, can be powerful tools in the fight against injustice. Mique, welcome.
Thank you.
We're eager to explore your artistic journey and the impactful messages you share through your work.
Hola.
I got through that. So, Lindsay?
Oh, no, I get to say that.
Yeah, you got to go.
You're Franco-Ontarian.
Yeah, very proud Franco-Ontarian.
Heritage plays a big role in your work. How do you use how do you see language and cultural identity reflected in your murals you create?
Well, it's the basic reason that hip-hop exists is to preserve a lot of those traditions, cultures, and language that were either deemed illegal or were seen as a mental health issue or seen as something that's not even existent or shouldn't be addressed, which is false. And throughout the four mediums or elements of hip-hop, we're able to preserve it, address it. And it's also just for the people, by the people. Saved my butt, kept me out of jail anyway. That's not for today, though.
Maybe later.
Why?
That's our second question. So.
How much? I get asked that all the time by kids. Yeah. They'll be like, yo. I'm like, a lot of people criminalize graffiti or murals or hip hop. And they're like, yeah, madam, it's because of your tattoos. That's why you did a lot of jail, right?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Stigma, stereotypes still exist. We still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
It starts at home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never thought to ask that, but that's weird.
No.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you. It's a hard-hitting one.
Uh-oh.
So you've been a major figure in graffiti and murals across the world, but let's take it back, all the way back.
Oh, gosh.
What first drew you to this form of expression?
I didn't even think, when people say art or expression, I'm like, oh, am I part of that? I thought it was just more the only tools that were really accessible or that were the safest to ask for rights or to be seen or to, especially I didn't necessarily think that whatever graffiti I was doing up north was going to end up, being a career or whatnot.
Yeah.
But working with certain communities in France and Lyon and seeing how they used it, especially in front of the European Parliament in 2005 and 2006, and seeing how, when you unite and when you could see you're not alone with that message. And as soon as someone gave me a can of spray paint, the monster was created. Oh, gosh. But but it's true. I still, to this day, when I think of art class, I think of painting macaroni and making a necklace out of it and talking about your feelings. But it's so not true. The umbrella of art. Just couldn't have passed him, man. Leave it alone. No, but I definitely think that under the umbrella of art's the amount of things we can do when we actually step back and look at the bigger picture. Yeah. Especially with the pandemic, or might not be the piece, but just who you could bring in the community and to have those conversations. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Don't read the questions.
I'm not. I can't read that far.
So you've spoken about breaking negative stereotypes around graffiti. What are some of the biggest misconceptions people still have? And I think obviously the tattoo one is
that's not even. That's
a little bit. I mean, that's kind of
I wish that was the biggest one, but no, our walls are more protected than our people.
Yeah, you've said that before.
And it sucks that I have to say it again. But even if you look at our laws, And we're not going to talk about Cheeto Face because he's been talked about too much. But it's one of the first things he says, like, oh, walk into my freaking party, it's too cold, but all the graffiti should be gone. Yeah, because you know it's telling you what you're missing. It's telling you, it's reminding you of the people that you're not taking care of. The first time you were elected, what was the #1 song? DNA by Kendrick Lamar, and it got a Pulitzer Prize. Why? Because we need hip-hop in moments like this. Yep. I won't be surprised if in the next month, everything on the charts right now are #1 songs about what we need and what's missing, the lack, reminding us of the lack of humanity. But yeah, especially the biggest misconception is how we're more protected than our walls. Like even in Ottawa, it's ridiculous. The law is, it's so hard to paint a wall, but it's easy to beat the shit out of a woman. Like that's so dumb. It's ridiculous.
Even the fact of when you actually have talked about going to paint a wall, you're like, I need a letter of permission. So you know you're protected when you're painting a wall.
Yeah, people think I'm difficult, but no, I'm like, you come
but
with me.
But that's a safety measure, which is, like, when the first time you said that to me, I was a little shocked that you felt that you needed that, but you do, obviously.
I absolutely do. The people, and it sucks. Like, there's so many beautiful parts about this, but this is what we're treating right now, and we do need to talk about it. Yeah. But just this summer, I was painting a muskie, a fish, in an abandoned parking lot. And I started painting the fish within half an hour, 8 cruisers on 8 separate moments. And it was to a point that the billiards across the street were like, yo, man, like the owner of Partners in North Bay was like, is there a drug bust? Like, what's going on? I'm like, no, they just think, they're like, yo, we see stuff go down at the other side of the parking lot and the cops never show. But the second you started painting, they're here all the time.
Wow.
And so she came and checked up on me just because in the cameras in her survey she could see. We had to put up tables and a barrier so I could actually finish the wall. And let me tell you, when like stuff like that happens and you're always being questioned and that harassment and like turning your back, you don't really feel like painting fluffy little muskies and Northern Pikes after that. Like there goes like my day of work. And I'm lucky that's it, that it was just conversation. It's not like that for everybody. That's what we saw in Bogota. That's why graffiti is part of that conversation. You could speak about that with LaDanya if you want to, or like even how Wynwood started and now it's all commercialized. You got to pay to go see the murals now in Florida.
Oh, really?
In Miami at Wynwood.
Ew.
I know.
No.
I'm like, I wonder if the artists get any of that.
Probably not.
Probably not.
They have free
We should look into that.
Yeah, for Wynwood, please, somebody.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's gross.
So hi, I like painting.
Yeah.
No, but and to be honest, that's why when a lot of people are like, a lot of people who know who I'm talking about it, who's always like, she only gets murals because we're women and blah blah blah. But it's like, dude, do you honestly think? Or like, tired of seeing her birds or whatnot. You know what? You know it's gonna make me stop painting and open a beer and sit down. All this discrimination. Eliminate all of that. Tell me that we are more protected than our walls. I'll stop painting. I promise. Yeah. I'll drop the caps. Like.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, though, unfortunately.
No. But we want you to keep painting anyway.
Yeah, we do want you to keep painting.
We'll make sure behind the scenes we're stirring shit. Just, does that beep it?
I don't know.
We'll make sure we put a beep in there for that
I
one.
love to say stuff like merde.
Okay.
What can we see? Boswell, we could see Collion. Like our Simpsons in French versus your Simpsons, it ain't the same.
Speaking of, this is not even on there, but this is something that I totally forgot that I wanted to address, and the Mique versus Mique.
Oh my God, thank you.
So I thought it was Mique all the time. That's what I've been saying.
It's Mique.
So let's everybody remember that this is not a Mique person. So this is Mique.
Yeah, it's not Meek. It's Mique.
And it's something that I, from the beginning, just came out right at, and I was like, listen. Everyone's saying it both ways. I need to know. But I heard you say it in interviews.
I'm Franco Ontarian, so it's just like Veronique, Dominique.
I know.
Monique.
I know.
I know the first time I photographed her, I called her Michelle.
Oh, that's the worst. Don't do that one.
A lot of people do, and I'm just kind of like, what did you... That or like, don't call me.
This is a warning, everybody listening to this. Not Michelle. Call her Mique if you have to, but don't do Michelle.
I got emails. It'll be like email number 20, and I'm like,
no.
Do I correct them? And the second I do, they're just like, she had an attitude.
Oh.
Well, it's...
Wow. What's your name?
It's your name.
Yeah, I'm like... Especially when they're looking straight at me, they're like, Michelle. Like,
Then you turn around and walk away.
Well, yeah, like call in. There's a lot of Michelles around. I want to take take up Michelle's spot.
I'm glad I interjected that one in because I would have been upset if it wasn't. So.
And also, like, the only person I was okay with saying it is because he does it with like this grin on his face, and it's awesome. It's Pat Buck. Yeah, he sits beside me this one day, like almost 8 years ago, I want to say. And he's just like, Mique. And I'm like, what's up? This guy is so well read. Okay? And he's like, you know the last part of the Bible? I'm like, no.
Oh.
He's like, the meek will inherit the earth. So I'm like, okay, you're going to pass. That's cool. You think I'm just going to take over the world? Fine, bud. You get to call me that.
That's amazing.
But yeah.
Okay. I think we got to move on.
I mean, we could talk about name all day.
We could.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good one here. Sorry. Mique.
No!
Oh, Mique. I'm just joking. In your work.
We have a few of those.
Off air.
We'll be back, actually.
So, in your work, you prominently feature both visible and invisible minorities. Could you share how you ensure these important stories and perspective remain at the heart of your art? And I was struck by a quote, actually. I was doing some research on you.
God.
This is back in September 2022 when you got your stuff up on the NAC, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, the NAC?
Yeah, I think so. I could be wrong, but you said as a graffiti artist, you can bring up a subject, put it on a wall, and it stays there as a reminder. The conversation can continue, and the message is accessible to anyone, no matter what language they speak. And, I thought that was really kind of cool, so maybe you can touch on that too.
Yeah, well, absolutely. We're guests in this culture. I am guests. I have fair skin. I am from West Nipissing. And I think the way I talk about when it's like elementary school, I'll be like, yo, when you go to your neighbor's house, you kick down the door, open the fridge, it's still a Jolie Wheat. No, madame! No, you knock on the door, white. You wait till you're invited, you listen, you sit at the table. Well, we know how to do that with our neighbors. Why are we not doing it with other people's culture? Mm-hmm. And graffiti is that of people of visible minorities and invisible. So I think as a guest in hip-hop, I think the first thing we got to do is sit down at that table. First of all, bring something, don't show up with empty hands. Mm-hmm. Listen and step back. And the second graffiti is not about, or hip hop for the people, by the people, then it's a privilege of that culture. It's not actually that whole entire, it's the essence. Like Dom Laporte said it cool in the People of Centertown interview.
Yeah, okay.
Graffiti is the essence. Yeah. Vandalism, murals, weed paste, urban art, whatever you want to put in it, is part of it. It's a medium that people use to be part of graffiti, but graffiti is really the culture. Yeah. And I think the second you forget that, you've lost the privilege of listening to all these and documenting and but that's just what I think. I'm just a girl painting walls.
Oh, as if you're being that meek.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh la.
Oh.
Ooh la la.
For the roundtable sessions, you created a piece on upcycled community art table that we talked about, and I'll cut the clips of that and stuff like that. And I know you said when you were painting that the round sells quite a bit, and that was something like that kind of piqued my interest. And so, how do you think like working on a circular canvas basically challenges you or inspires your creative process? Like, because most canvases are square or rectangle, stuff like that.
Well, I think I'm very fortunate where like I don't listen much to people like, oh yeah, just paint here on the wall. Yeah. This rectangle. I'm like, I want to paint with the whole shape. Yeah. It's hard to photograph, so that you have to be in the space to actually live it.
We're talking about buttless birds here?
One day I'm actually going to paint a bird.
I just want to see their butts, that's all. I mean,
I know.
People will know what we're talking about eventually. But
yeah, I'm sorry. If you go to my Instagram, there is no birds with butts featured at all for some reason. I need like
I think it's just you run out of room. I think you start with the head maybe, and then you move down, then you run out of room with the butts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe you just don't like their butts. I don't know.
I think it's because I grew up in West Nipissing near a chip stand. Oh. I'm traumatized by all the seagulls freaking shooting down near the chip stand.
Oh, gross.
Sorry. Yeah, that made it.
Were you talking to Steph before this? I don't even know anymore. Sorry. Go back to your question.
No. Oh, yeah, for the circle. Many reasons, actually, I find it super interesting. Talking about cultural appropriation and stuff like that. Alex Janvier, when I went to his opening, and there was someone speaking on his behalf, and he was there, and just like, the circles in his culture and that, and then he's just kind of like, yeah, I like circles, man. Like, he spent 18 years being taught that his culture, his traditions are bad, and then you're going to impose all those traditions on him, when he was like, there's obviously signs of Kandinsky, there's a lot that he just, you can't even encompass what Alex did. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but he used a lot of circles. But for this one, it was more, I saw a little reel online of this girl, this lady who was like 90 years old from Czech. Yeah. And who like repainted on all of her neighbor's house. Oh, cool. And they're like white stucco, and she only painted blue. And it was all flowers and circles around the windows and stuff. I just, man, imagine that. Still being that badass at that age. Like, this is how badass she is now. Nice. I want to know what she did as a young cookie.
Yeah. Or maybe she waited her whole life to then be that. Who knows?
Oh, no. I think these are the leftover fumes. I want to know the whole story. where just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, and also learning. It's a good practice to learn how to fill up a space for compositions. Pardon me. With murals, you got to make sure it reads well. It's your responsibility, not the viewer.
I think we can go back to even like on our building for Disrupt Year 1.
Yeah.
Messaging you and being like, hey, we're doing black and white.
No, it's your face. When
You're the only person that I actually went into a panic before. I was like, we don't know her that well to ask her to do black and white, do we?
It's your face. You held your hands and were like, and then you said it, but I was like, that didn't register.
Yeah, I know.
You were like, okay, it can be black and white. I'm like, okay, that's cool for other people.
You're like, but I get to do my own thing.
Yeah, right? I thought so. And the dumbest part was, like, that was so dumb of me. And I'm not one to say, like, to use that word dumb, but I tried to sneak by a can from you guys by writing codes in an email.
Yeah.
Forgetting that you're going to open the box.
Oh, yeah. We opened it in a video, too. We did a reel, and all of a sudden, there was, like, all this black and white, and there was this one, like, was it teal? What was that?
Is it electric blue?
There we go. There we go.
The name.
Which was really nice, because, like, even when Mimic did his piece beside yours, he used the same color of the eyes, too. So that was really nice.
I love that. I wish it could have been just, like, hearing that giggle of him being like, I'm going to use it too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was amazing.
But at the same time, like, and thank you for just letting us be who we are, because you're talking to people that were told not to paint on walls and who made a career out of it. So, like, let's see us try not to do something. Like, tell us not to use.
That's kind of how we are, though, as people. It's like people are like, can we put this in the wall? We're like, yeah. We rarely say no around here. So I think it's about giving that opportunity.
That's exactly why you have the beautiful building you have and who you attract. Is because you're like, let's see what you do when we're not giving you restraints. Yeah.
And like, explore, right? Yeah. I think that's, even people coming into the space, I think that's what, doodle on the stools, do things and just be part of it. And people worry about doing stuff. Like, one lady came in here one day and she's like, I just learned how to make a star. And I was like, well, put it up there on the thing where everybody signs. Well, I don't want to mess it up. I was like, who cares? Like, nobody's going to know it's you.
You can't mess it up. You're creating it. It
exactly.
does not exist.
Yeah.
Like,
and who's going to know it's you, right? Or even Disrupt Year 1, there was a few newer artists that have never painted on walls. And one was like, well, what if I make a mistake? I'm like, well, paint over it. And we saw that today when you were working on that piece. Like, you legit painted like a good chunk, and then all of a sudden you just covered over it. And that was interesting to see that kind of process where you're like, this isn't really what I'm doing. And you didn't worry about that. You just kept painting, right? You didn't focus on what you didn't want. You just focused on what you did.
As long as, and I say it in French all the time, and I don't believe there's an English word that I've learned yet, but ose. It's similar to saying dare to do it, but ose, but it has more of a like go-getter vibe to it than dare. Yeah. And as long, and with graffiti as well, like as long as you got something to say, there's tools for you. So to feed on that quote you found as well. Yeah. As long as you got something to say, there are tools for you. Yeah. Like, and I hate using him as an example, but that's such a good example.
I knew who you were going to say. Start to the beat.
Freaking sell out.
This is the second time that I've interviewed you and you brought him up.
But it's
maybe there's a secret crush there. Who knows?
Oh my God. It's because it's his relation with King Robo, right? Him doing bubble letters, doing everything, and just being like totally written over because his stuff didn't stick. It didn't say anything. But the second he pulled out a stencil and we saw what he was capable of. It was like, whoa. And then, money got to his head and he rotted. But, whatever.
He's the next guest on the show, by the way.
Bring it. I wouldn't change a word. No.
Could you imagine he reaches out now?
Do you know why I say that? Do you know why I hate him so much?
No.
In New Orleans, there's a shelter. And this is after Katrina. There's a shelter that just got hit really hard. And its washrooms and whatnot are totally condemned. But they cannot get remodeled because there's a heritage piece on the side of a building by Banksy.
No.
Yeah, and it's covered with a plexiglass. You could talk to Veronica.
Wow.
She was there with me. I called her for backup.
Wow.
I was so angry. And it's just knowing your place. Like, if you're going to want to help, then go get artists that are from there so they could talk about their story about living in their own backyards in an RV. Not about you putting that same little girl with the umbrella there with an umbrella after a hurricane. Dude!
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
This is one example, like what he did in Palestine his first time, 20 years ago. Absolutely. What he did not too long ago, taking up space and going over the women crew who had already put their lives in danger, painting up, taking attention. Instead of, if I was him, if I had that fame, I would have freaking painted hands pointing at their work. I would have used my social media being like, this is the only art you should be talking about right now.
Maybe he'll hear this and he'll change.
Nah.
Maybe this will be the start of the change.
Well,
I believe.
That thing in New Orleans is just tear it down. Personally, that's what I would do, but build up
and rebuild it. Yeah.
So, Lindsay?
Oh, geez.
Oh, you got your question.
I don't even know where I am.
Yep.
Blue dots.
Blue dots. Can you walk us through your process? How do you approach a new mural or piece, and what influences your color choices, symbols, and overall composition?
Yeah, and I know, I was like, so many people ask me that process. Like, I have this big secret recipe. No joke.
You don't?
I don't. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of people with power who could probably use this little secret. It's called listening. Sitting down with the people, and biggest privilege I have is because of a can of spray paint. People share where they're from. Nice. Or what they're doing with me. Yeah. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So to not respect that privilege is just like stupid, I find that. Yeah. Everybody's got it. It's okay to paint for your story. It's okay to paint to make other people happy. But this is my process. This is how I go about it. Like, the one on Rideau? No, Montreal Road, sorry. Sedna, the Vanier BIA one. I shared a story all the time. But the Arctic Char, at first, when I painted it, me and Cal, it was the colors of an Arctic char that my brother used to work on the farm, on Arctic char farm up north. But it's not the Arctic char you get in Nunavut. Oh no.
Oh, I know it.
Oh no. Yeah. And then someone from the community came up and told us, yo, your colors on the fish are wrong. That's farmed fish. That's all I knew. Yeah. And she brought me one to my sister live. And because of that, we could see the original, and I tasted it. She had a soy sauce pack, too.
Oh, my gosh.
It was half frozen. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
But, like, and I get, like, some people, their process is putting those headphones and listening to their music and looking just at the wall and taking their projector and whatnot. But, man, come on, give yourself a chance.
Yeah, it's a learning opportunity.
Love yourself enough to listen to that. Like, that fish.
Wow. I think that's the one thing about you that's, like, but besides all the other things, but, like, the one...
You got one thing we like.
No, but the one thing that I really find is interesting is how much research and education, how much you focus on education and like learning, right? So you're always learning, you're always reading something, you're always trying to.
That's what murals are meant for, like.
But I think with everything that you do, it's about that, right?
It has to be. I think it's a tool. It's like the quote you use, and thank you for using that quote. Like, we're always complaining, well, it's not my fault. I didn't know that. Yeah. Dude, that's almost not the word I used. No, like, bitch, it's on a wall. It's 150 feet by 40 feet. Yeah. You are justifying that you choose not to listen. Yeah. You choose not to find out. You choose to stay in your comfort zone and in your privilege and you don't want to know the right vocabulary. You don't want to make that effort.
Yeah.
And you're showing me exactly who you are.
Yeah.
But for the other people, the people I find like we find ourselves in community with, because of mural, those who come and ask the questions, surround me with you, like around this round table where we break bread, like with the fish, with all the colors, with the coffee, like, yes, that's my community. That's what I want to be part of.
Yeah. And it's helping one another too, right? There's a lot of times that I've thought certain things and you've been like, hey, no, it should be this way or something. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, but it's cool, right? And I think it's good to actually share that information and listen. And like you said, listen. Oh my
gosh, just like when we hang out, I think every time I leave here and I'm like, whoa, my wheels turn so much. Like, what's the next step? Yeah. Like, there's so many ideas that we could go with.
Yeah.
There's so many potential. And I finding that community or that space that unites those people, whether it's a global graffiti community, like hip-hop graffiti community, or whether it's an urban art collective, like find that, dig for it.
Find your people, right? Yeah. And work to build that too, because there's a lot of people
it's work. That's what people don't get. It's work. Like I have to cut out people often.
Yeah. We were talking about that tonight over dinner, just about the hustle. And I think that's interesting because I see you hustle, Jay sees you hustle, and anybody that doesn't, we hustle.
Like you're 4 classes tomorrow?
Well, not tomorrow, but all week, pretty much,
then,
But I think that's something that like it's really relatable and it's fun to see. And anybody that doesn't think you deserve anything that you have is clueless, right? Because like you hustle and you deserve it for that reason. So not because you're a woman or whatnot. It's So I think it's important that people understand that you can't just expect things to happen. You have to work towards them and you have to build them out.
Kick down that door, and it's also
like I don't take no for an answer. Just so everybody knows. I said that to our city councilor one day. We were trying to get something for the neighborhood for the BIA. Oh God! I'm just kidding. And I was like, I don't take no for an answer, right? And I don't. Not about something that I believe is something that we should be doing, and that's the change that needs to happen. Like I don't think we should be taking no's.
I think it's not even a no and a yes. It's just like
how to work towards
what information. How do we build it or sculpt it better so that it feeds your objective, my objective, so that you can't say no?
Yeah, it needs to make sense. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and like I understand that maybe back in the time, there was a time for rules and regulations that everything had to be like not on the walls or whatever. But this is not it. Like, no. Especially if you're looking, you want to talk about being better than a different country, or you want to use that as your platform all the time, then don't go and having a war against people who are trying to like feed exactly what you're saying to help you with your objectives. Yeah. Like still today, holding a can of spray paint in Chicago is illegal.
What?
Yeah, I found that one out. Thank you to those who gave me the heads up.
Wow.
But yeah, and it's just things like that because people are so scared, again, of that truth or whatnot. So when you're complaining about like not getting every wall or whatnot, recognize your privilege of being able to paint. Like stop saying our community completely sucks. Yeah. Like look at what Gatineau's doing with 18 kilometers of legal walls. Yeah. Celebrate that. Feed the community that feeds you. Like put back into it. For those who are complaining about House of Pain or about other things not happening, like what have you organized? What have you contributed to this culture?
So much goes behind that. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why like the emails I get still are like messages like you cancel House of Pain. Dude, I was hired for a month for like, yes, many years in a row, but it's a month that I'm hired. Like, you can't put this all on my shoulders. Yeah. Step away from the artist.
But I don't think people see the behind-the-scene hustle, right?
Yeah, but that's exactly. Yeah. So I'm excited to see what happens when you show, like, that part. Like, talking about the hustle. Yeah. Maybe they'll recognize it and they're just misunderstood.
Oh, I can't wait to tell everybody about the hustle.
Changing the name of the podcast.
It's like the hustle.
The hustle.
Did we even answer the question? I don't even know what we were talking about.
It was a good conversation, regardless.
Couleur du Nord.
Couleur du Nord.
Couleur du Nord. Nord? Nord.
Nord. Yeah.
I can't do it. Gotta practice. brought mural making into the world of children's education. Why is it important for kids to have access to street art and graffiti as creative tools?
Well, I think a best way to talk about couleurs now, I was thinking about, our favorite.
Do you want to tell people what that is?
Yeah, it's Parts Unknown, but with kids and graffiti. That's exactly what it is putting in action what I've been just preaching about, of saying, of like listening, of going and being invited in a community. But too often I hear people, kids, they don't know what they want. They're always on their phone. Liars.
Yeah.
And I think Couleurs Now proved exactly that. Every topic we brought to the wall, nothing went on if it wasn't brought to us by a youth from that community.
Nice.
And whether he was mixed heritage or whatnot, we did it in their language, their regionalism, and being able to use this TV show, this graffiti, to gift 20 murals to 20 communities during a pandemic, after, and like while they're still trying to navigate through all that. Man, what a privilege. I'm lucky.
That was amazing. Absolutely.
That was pretty cool. And also, since we're already on a podcast, Wedge Nord is available for those who want to practice their French. It's behind the scenes. It's all the inside jokes. All the times I had to paint in the rain, or the kids tried to feed me ice cream and tell me it was local food. Cream puffs are not from Kapuskasing.
They're not?
If ever I have to eat another cream puff.
Like how he goes all serious.
I know, but and they would purposely do outtakes, so I'd have to eat more.
Oh.
At the end, you could see the one that took there. I'm just kind of looking at the camera, I will puke on you. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not down with this no more. Yeah.
That's really cool that you had the opportunity to actually do those things.
That's Lo-Pi Production who did that, who created those opportunities. They're a group that work with just the best programming ever. Nice. And just to say, they don't speak French.
Okay. Interesting. That's lovely.
So they were directing and producing TV show.
They were trusting what you said.
I know.
Scary.
Exactly.
It's scary.
But what does that say about how it's important to have these conversations?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
Nice.
And we'll put links to all that stuff on YouTube, and if it's on Spotify or wherever else, that'll be in the description. So there you go. I think you're up next again too, buddy.
Yeah, which is shocking. I didn't know I had to talk this much. So your past exhibit here at the Urban Art Collective Gallery was the ongoing education of abandonment, focused on education, space, and loss. What are you hoping people take away from that series? And I know that was something that was very deep and dear to you, and for many reasons. For all the reasons.
Oh man, what do I want people to take back of that is just to be vigilant in your community. It's so easy to just stay in our comfort zone and our routine, to think things are good or it doesn't involve us. But just thank you for asking me how to say Franco-Ontarienne, because we need everybody to help us with this. I don't know if you know, my dad wasn't able to go to high school because it was only in English, even though it was 80% of population. Wow. Being Franco-Ontarian was seen like a disease almost, so it couldn't be hired in management positions. Wow. But by the time I got to my mom, you had people like Edgar Gagné, who students at that time sat in the hallways for 2 days straight, knocking on the lockers until they switched the name of the high school and turned the language. It's because of the youth, not because of adults. That we have.
But that's who we're relying on, right? It's
we do. They keep fixing our mistakes, man. I'm so sorry. That's why why do you want to work with them? Well, first to say I'm sorry, man. We keep leaving you these messages.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, they've got the solutions. Why not give them the mic or the can?
They're not stifled by society at that point too, right? I always say ageism is weird because the children should have more of a voice than they have.
But it's also we give this ageism such weird constraints. So Biggie Smalls and Tupac, for example, they wrote all their lyrics when they were 16 or 17 and were legends. Oh, that's a community song done by youth. Stupid community work. It has no merit. No, man. What are you this double standard? It's so stupid. Yeah.
I take Abby to vote when I vote, and I was she should vote too, but you won't let her because of ageism. But she has a voice. Abby is mixed manager, by the way. But like seriously, kids should have more of a chance to basically contribute to society, and they should be able to. You should ask them questions because they like have lots of great ideas.
Are, like the Franco-Ontarian mock parliament for the youth are basically where the conversation of getting our first Franco-Ontarian university started.
Wow!
And I'm happy to say that next week I'm going to be hosting a conference there.
Wow!
So like it physically exists because of giving a chance to youth to participate in culture, tradition, and activities. Like build a university in Toronto because of it.
Yeah.
People have access to education by us in our language in our province.
Yep.
We don't have to move from our community no more.
Yeah.
If I could have done that, I could have spent more time with my family.
Yeah.
Been less like I don't think I would have quit school if I didn't have to leave my.
It makes you disconnected too. Like it pushes you into that.
It's
right?
dangerous.
Yeah.
It's still in Ontario. It's very dangerous to leave your family to seek out education when you are forced to do so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if it's still me.
Kids need to vote.
Kids need to vote. They need voices.
I think we undervalue kids in a lot of ways.
We totally do.
Yeah.
That's what I hear people. Oh my gosh. Can I share a House of Paint moment?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Crazy Legs came to Ottawa from like Rocksteady crew. You know, it's the people who kind of like help create hip hop as we know it today.
Mm-hmm.
And in Buddha, and they put me on a panel with them.
On a panel?
Yeah, and it was about youth.
Oh, wow.
And one of them said the youth are always on their phone. You know, when you're organizing a festival, you don't always got all your senses because, you know, there's a lot of space being used.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the scaffolding, but then it clicked in my head what he said. So I got up and I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I went on and I sounded like an angry Jersey guy. And then you could see it in my face when it clicks like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I mean, but like, oh my God, what did I just do? And Veronica was in front of me and she's just like,
oh my God.
Sabra was there, everybody. And I'm like, what did I just do? But... And then I got to explain and like, we've created these devices that they're stuck on. Yeah. All the programs that they need to use is on that. So, I just wanted to share that. Yeah. Foot in mouth.
Foot in mouth. We've all done it. We've all done a shovel.
Sorry. Taking a lot of your time.
So, Mick, what's next? Upcoming projects, collabs? Stuff you're doing? What do you want to share? What do you don't want to share?
Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to share this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm not a trader, but kind of like, you missed your chance.
This is interesting already.
So I'm going to be at the Franco-Canadian Games this year as the coach for social justice, but not for Ontario, for New Brunswick.
Woo! Wow.
So excited. Yeah, man.
That's amazing, though.
Snooze or lose.
Yeah.
And I'm excited because I don't know if you know this, but like the Acadians are also just like the Franco-Ontarians.
Okay.
They were like, they got deported physically. We lost our rights, but they got pushed out. And then it's, you know, they got saved, 6 families, 1,000 people on one island, Beaubert Island, like near Mique Michelle. Yo, if I'm going to go and listen and learn about social justice, also with the LGBT, in all honesty, what a lot of the LGBTQ community went through with the last representation, where you had to out yourself to your parents if you wanted a gender to be used in school.
What?
Oh, anyways, that person's gone.
Okay.
So, yeah. Someone way better in place. Okay. And the youth made a huge, Acadie Love made a huge impact on that. So I'm really happy to be going to join in.
Congrats.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. That's in July, but yeah, up until then, I'll be roaming around Ontario, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Minneapolis. Always.
Minnesota.
I
love Minnesota.
Still can't say it.
Minnesota. I'm not saying it right now either.
It's only 6 hours south of Thunder Bay.
I know. I played in the USA Cup in Minnesota, by the way.
You were in the Minnesota Cup?
I was in Minnesota in the USA Cup.
In the Minnesota Cup?
So I know where Minnesota is. I mean, I was close to that when I grew up, so...
So, when you talk about a cup, is it milliliters or ounces? Sorry.
I was playing in a cup.
Oh! Yeah, like the Stanley.
Like the soccer cup.
Oh, gosh.
You're funny, Mique.
But no, honestly, it'd be that. Anything that you guys create, I would love to be a part of. I'm always down. It's always a yes from me.
Are we doing something?
Oh, yes, always.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to announce it in case it's not happening. I want to jinx it. Yeah, painting up north as well. Hopefully you'll see me in a couple festivals.
Nice.
I haven't painted something big in Ottawa in such a long time. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, let's throw it out there.
Yeah, I have a week available in July.
Big wall. Okay.
In September, I have 2 weeks.
Send me the dates.
Okay, that's
Send
all
me
I
any
have.
like walls that you've seen before that you love.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why you see a big green 50th going around Ontario, it's because it's going to be our 50th anniversary for the Franco-Ontarian flag this year.
That's
so
cool.
If you want to learn about the history, about the discrimination, about just why we celebrate or just brush up on being a Francophile, yeah, keep an ear out, keep an eye out.
Sounds good.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big wall for Mique, everyone.
Yeah.
Celebration 50th. Throwing it out into the world. Is this for me? Is it me? Yeah. So for young artists, especially those from minority or
underrepresented.
Okay. Communities. What advice do you have for making their voices heard through art?
Kick the door down. No, but it's true because I'm so tired of hearing people talk about like Canada or like it's like this and this. Yeah, that's cool. That's for you guys in the South. Yeah. It's not the same up north. The reality is like as soon as you're in North Bay or up, the dollar's not the same. All the issues are, sending us resources and apps. That's nice. Are you going to send a tower with the internet with it too? Yeah. Like, stop it, man. You ain't talking to us. Yeah. You've completely ignored us from the conversation. Yep. And then you're wondering why we don't want to engage or you are assuming we're not there. Nah, man. It's just not the same language. Yeah. And I'm not talking like Franco-Ontarian regionalism or stuff like that. It's just in general, like, please, take a step back and just take into consideration how you're treating it, like, especially with the youth. You're from Sault Ste. Marie. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you've been on that highway a couple times. You guys were in North Bay. Yeah.
Trauma on that highway.
Mm-hmm.
There's no service for all of around Mattawa. Yeah.
Yeah. That's quite the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kick the door down.
Kick the door down. Sorry, I was like, what was that? I just got overexcited. I honestly think for them, is participate. Yeah. Participate. Like, just because these grants or these outdoor activities don't seem like they were maybe built for you, doesn't mean you can't apply and suggest it should be molded for you.
Or have a voice of changing it too, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. And also, like, you don't need to move to make things happen. I'm from Field. There's no walls there. Yeah. Really. Like, there's no 2-story buildings or stuff like that, but
I made no escalators.
No escalators?
No escalators.
Oh, yeah. What conversation was that from?
Oh, probably because when I was growing up, somebody told me that there was no escalators when I moved to the zoo, and I was like, what do you mean there was no escalators? Right? I was like, how did we get around? But I never realized that as a small child that there was no escalators, right? So, and I don't even think there is any still. Like, everything's pretty...
We have one stop sign.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
weird. I think we have 2. No, wait. Yeah.
I'm
not sure.
Is there art on them at all? The 1 or 2 stop signs.
No, but I did get my stickers.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'll share that with you guys soon. Just to dare kick down the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Fun painting today. Thank you.
Yes, it was so much fun. It's always fun painting.
Is there anything you want to say about the piece? I don't think we really touched on that too much.
We talked a bit about it. Just thank you for inviting me again. Thank you for giving me the challenge. I always struggle with smaller pieces, so it's cool to have more practice. Yeah. And also just like utilizing some leftover Disrupt paint.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful colors.
Mm-hmm. And it will be for sale during probably around Disrupt. We're going to do an art show. Don't have exacts on that right now, but we'll be sharing that soon. So there will be about 12 pieces. And it's exciting. We'll do a lot of fun things around that. So.
Oh, I know what I'm doing right now.
What are you doing?
Oh my God, I've been working on this for 3 months.
Oh.
How did I forget this? I'm working on the whole insides of the new climate location.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
said that before.
Yeah. That's cool. Which is around the corner again.
Yeah, and they're aiming for an opening for April 1st. Nice.
They're aiming.
Cool.
Nice.
No exact yet. Yeah. But you could also check out the work I've done for them at their Wakefield location.
We'll put links and we'll put an image up if we can find one online.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Zito's doing a video about it.
Nice.
Yeah, from Miam.
Oh yeah, he's cool.
He's really cool.
They're both really cool. I like that place a lot.
I know him from skateboarding days back.
Cool.
10 years ago.
I love what he does with like upcycled skateboards. That's really cool. He knew him by finding him on YouTube. We'll put a link to Miam too. They opened a store down the street.
He was building an A-frame cottage or something with his like father-in-law or something. It was cool.
He's an amazing skate photographer, videographer.
All right.
I remember watching them do a skate video dressed in Olympic gear for the Canada team. Drew Mosley did the skate like obstacles, but all like murals on them and his like Mosley creatures. And it was in the woods and it was all shot by them and the guys from Burling that we know today, Zito. Incredible.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a lot of cool crews, man.
This city has so much talent that's not represented.
The weirdest thing
in the
about
way that it should be.
The Mia, what's his name?
Andrew Zito.
Okay, so I was in Staples the other day.
Yeah.
And I'm like checking out, and there's like one of those cardboard things for Canada Post. And like he's on the side of it.
So, okay, this is because I'm pretty sure, and like you could correct me if I'm wrong, VJ, but we have an amazing casting agent for like a lot of like the OC Transpo ads and whatnot, who's actually part of that community.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, VJ, you know. And so if you look at some of the OC Transpo ads, you might see Josh Hotz. The Stable Canada Post ones, you'll see Zito. There's a couple like
that's funny.
There's Easter eggs around this community. For sure, a couple ads. You'll
even like
see.
I saw like a Leia from Move Ottawa on a bus or something one day, like jumping, and I'm like, what is happening here?
Yeah,
it's cool to see people that you know instead of just like people that are like random strangers, right? It's cool,
especially when you get like that morning fog and you're taking like
you're like
public transit, and you're like, wait, what?
Is that similar to when we showed up at your show in North Bay?
Well, that was awesome.
Like Mick. There's jujubes in the back.
Oh, okay. You know when you're like
I'm gonna put that on the t-shirt.
Yeah,
jujubes in the back.
Oh my God.
Just put jujubes in the back of the shirt.
I was like, we don't want jujubes. We came to see your show.
We can get those in Ottawa, but
like my brain was just kind of like, okay, Urban Art Collective, my crew. This is my family for Ottawa, and then I'm in Northern Ontario where I deal with like, you know, the family, and expecting just them at the show and like a few. Are like creatives from North Bay and talking to everybody and just seeing like Ottawa and my brain completely froze.
Yeah, you look frozen.
Just overload, just like what? Why is Ottawa? The only thing that could come out of my mouth was offering them jujubes in the back.
That was the best.
Thank you for that moment.
Yeah, it was amazing.
They were pretty good jujubes though.
Yeah. I just wish I got a video coming in. I didn't think to do that, and I wish I would have, but the whole like there's jujubes in the back. I don't know why you're here. I'm confused.
My mom was kind of like, wait, do I know them? And then so this is why it took her a minute. Do you guys remember how you looked like when you met my mom?
No, that is so weird because I was like, I don't think she recognizes us. I don't think she remembers us.
Think about it. Think about the day.
It was at Halloween?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. We were creepy dolls.
You had hair.
Oh my gosh, your poor mother. I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh.
Makeup.
Oh, I was creepy.
There was a key.
Can we add a photo of that? Yeah, add a key. Yeah.
So my mom took a while, and it's the next day.
It's probably my voice too.
She's like, Abby, she recognized right away because like my management team.
Yeah.
But no, it took a while because hilarious. Of that. So yeah, you guys...
I never even thought about that. That is so funny. Yeah. Yeah, we were totally creepy looking too. So
well, yeah.
I was super creepy. I loved it.
And Halloween, there was just like a lot of people, and we were frozen.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that day, which was fun. But yeah, your poor mom. I feel bad. I should have just dressed like that for your show.
And I'm like,
with a creepy
come
doll.
To art shows, we're not that bad. The graffiti artists are not that bad.
Yeah. And then there's me. I'm like,
there was 12 greyhounds walking in to go on one small couch.
Oh my god!
It was like everything was happening, and she's like, what? She's like, let's go back to Vanier.
Yeah. She's like, these people are freaks.
Yeah. No, my family, we're good.
That's funny. Your poor mother, though. I totally forgot that's how we were dressed. Gosh.
Okay, so this one says wrap up. I guess we have to wrap up. So, Mick, this has been an amazing conversation, like always. Thank you.
Sorry for screaming when, that one part was brought up. So I apologize to your speakers and everything.
No, there's no need.
Well, thanks for sharing your insights and stories. Obviously, we're going to throw some links down on below, if you will, and below. And Mique's website is miquemichelle.ca, and of course, the urbanartcollective.ca.
It's not Michelle Mique.
Don't be rude.
Don't do that. Don't get them confused.
And then urbanartcollective.ca, we have her work up there as well, too. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and follow us on social media and to hear more urban art stories. And there you go.
Yeah.
Merci.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
This episode was brought to life by the crew at the Urban Art Collective, edited by Visual Jesus, with original tunes from The Bouge. Big love to Awesome Ottawa for making this podcast happen. Their support helps us keep digging into Ottawa's creative scene. Extra thanks to the City of Ottawa Street Seats program and the Centertown BIA's Uncommon Spaces. Through their partnership with our Disrupt Urban Art activations, we get to keep sharing the voices and stories that make this city so damn cool. If you're local, come say hi. We're at 1088 Somerset Street West in Hintonburg, or check us out online anytime at urbanartcollective.ca. Looking for a creative studio space? We got rentals right next door to the gallery, plus a full print lab for all your print needs. Hit up our site to learn more. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, urbanartcollective.ca, for all the latest drops, shows, and events. Lastly, a huge thank you for listening and supporting what we do. Every time you tune in, share the pod, or show up at one of our events, you're helping keep this movement alive. Subscribe, swing by a show, or come just hang out. We seriously couldn't do it without you. Thanks.
Whoa, full circle. You were here for that. When we were at the OAG painting the 40 year, 83 till Infinity. And I think it's Rachel and a little girl were talking about my graph and saying, yo, that's the girl who paints like the Northern Lights. Oh. And that hit me.
Yeah.
So hard because so many people... Like, you got to compare yourself to, like, LA or New York style graffiti.
Yeah.
And we do this. We compare ourselves to all the other artists. Yeah. And I had this huge insecurity.
But you shouldn't.
I do all the time. I was like, oh, my God, I'm not New York enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it was at that moment I was like, yo, no, man. I'm from the North. I got that Northern touch.